All right, we're going to restart here. Um, Regrouping here with Karuta here as they wrap up their wedding announcements and have some heart-to-heart conversations with family members. Ultimately, getting the approval of your father and Cronus in your arrangement, Lorna. It was a great celebration. You got to re-meet some familiar faces like Bax and Edith. You also got to get some weird little wedding gifts, as well as just some uh, songs and praise of things you've done as everyone kind of enjoyed your company. You guys partook in some of the games of chance and other things of that nature. No real money to be won, just more for bragging rights and just fun. Um, you guys retired for the night, making camp. Before we wake up in the morning and you set sail on your next destination, again, we can skip forward days too if it takes a little bit longer. Teleportation makes things go a little bit quicker here. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, but anyways, who's the last Skyward or who's all the falls asleep first and last and stuff before you guys at the end of the night? Skyward, Cronus, do you guys go off on your own, or do you guys sit at your little, you know, your camp, or what? What do you guys do?
Yeah, Skyba will just sleep outside, kind of like camp out. Where he's more comfortable.
Okay. All right. Everyone else, do you guys stay? Do people stay indoors into the actual kingdom proper, like where the royals will sleep, or do you guys, sleep? Go back, return to Argos to make camp. Where's everyone else sleeping?
I mean, I feel like Cronus is not in a position where he can just walk away. So
It just normal disappear into the shadows.
It's okay, Lorna will find you either way. But no, I mean, they have a room there. It's once in a blue moon that she's there, so might as well stay there, enjoy the luxuries of it for one night, or bear it, depending on how you see it.
Sure. Slim, do you return or do you stay until the wee hours of the night with enjoying the festivities? Where do you retire for the evening?
You really have to ask that?
I was just double checking for my own verification.
I'm out till the wee hours.
Okay.
I'm
You were going to have
making friends, making money, getting rumors, all that stuff.
I'll come back to that in just a moment. All right, and then so that's where everyone. And Callie's retired to her room for the evening. She's partook maybe in too much of the wine during dinner. Salim, as you spend the night out with the group and things start to get rowdy and a little bit more familiar, I guess. You start to get kind of some general peer pressure and camaraderie out of the newfound friends you've had after drinking and partying all night with them. They're trying to convince you into getting a traditional Gaelic tattoo this evening. They claim to know a friend who's really good at them and will do it at no charge.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Okay. They introduce you to this guy. He's pretty lumbering, stout figure. And he kind of looks at you and says, "All right, what do you want?" You'll
I
get
asked
some
for suggestions from my friends. What's a good Gaelic symbol to have on my arm? You know, like a Marine in this day and age would have the anchor and all that stuff, and you know.
Sure, and you know that the Gaelic worship primarily Norse mythos here too, so you'll get all sorts of recommendations. Some will recommend some Celtic knots, some traditional Celtic knots. Others will recommend some Norse symbols like Odin and other kind of symbols for protection or that of a warrior.
Um,
Um,
something Locky. He would be the trickster, right?
yes, he would.
He would be basically the same type in the Arabic, whatever I follow. I guess it's Egyptian. There's
Mhm.
Egyptian, Greek, and North. That's the three.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go with a symbol for Loki. Loki. Guess it is. On my left forearm.
All right. He starts to look at your arm. He's like, "It's gonna have to be a tiny one. Don't worry, I won't charge you due to the size." And then he proceeds to roll out some crude instruments from a leather pouch that he has right there with him here in the hall. Does not ask you to go back to his residence or place of employment, but instead offers to do the tattoo right here and there in the hall.
I
All
feel
right,
like
how about this? How about that one right there? See it
mhm.
on Discord?
Perfect.
I feel like Lorna
Perfect.
just walks by like, oh boy.
Oh,
You're
I'm in the
bed with
seedier.
Cronus,
You wouldn't even be here. I'm in the seedier part of town.
You're in bed with Cronus at the moment in your royal
Yeah.
chambers.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you successfully get a tattoo. It hurts a little bit afterwards, and by the time you go to sleep, you do remember it just kind of still having that burning sensation. But I'm quite certain that's all part of the healing process. Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Medicine, medicine, medicine. $20.
Yeah, it hurts. It's a little hot to touch, but you just got it. You might want to keep an eye on it for the next couple days, though, to make sure it stays good. Perhaps Callie can hit you with some good juju and make sure that doesn't get infected.
All right. Sounds good.
Guy, boy, as you kind of retire to the outskirts and where you're most comfortable, you'll notice that there are still people out even in these outer range. Some druids that have come to partake in the celebration of Lorna's return and the celebrations that are having about their nuptial announcements. As you kind of take rest, a familiar person will appear as Leora kind of returns to your side. Let me make sure I put us back on the above. Right, Matt? We're in Dumbo, right? Oh, I did not bring her image over, did I? Leora, sorry, I don't have the image here, but Leora comes over and she welcomes herself to sit next to you as you're trying to make yourself comfortable and isolate yourself for the evening. And she kind of just sits there quietly for a little bit, just looking out at the tree line and what little activity that remains on the outskirts of town.
Skypor doesn't really pay much attention. He seems to just be more focused on his tasks in setting up camp.
She waits for you to do so. Just kind of quietly sitting again, watching off into the trees and stuff. Is it true that you're going back home to Karif before you head to Zanza?
Yes. You need a lift?
I would like to spend more time with the druids here, but perhaps there will be more time for that later. It's been a long time since I've been back home, and wouldn't mind stopping to see Father and the others. about you? What is your plans back at home?
Well, I didn't necessarily want to go back yet, but I feel like there's some things we need to take care of over there before we head on into battle.
Where do you see yourself after the battle, Skywar?
Honestly, I haven't really thought much of it. I sort of got sidetracked.
Do your roots call you home? Or is there still something you're seeking outside of this, after this?
I still haven't figured out what my purpose is yet.
She just kind of smiles and kind of laughs lightheartedly. You guys have similarly talked about this slightly before. There's nothing for her to really repeat, but she just takes humor that you still don't see yourself the way that her and others see you. Well, yes, when you guys prepare to return back, I would like to join you. It's been time. I need to make sure I say farewell to, or not farewell, say catch up with my family and let them know all that has happened since I've been gone.
I imagine they're going to need all the help they can get. I have a bad feeling that things aren't going so well over there either.
Well, you'll certainly make it right, won't you?
Probably my friends.
She just starts to kind of rustle into her pouch and then presents like this token made of beads and leathers and intricate woven patterns and hands it to you. Says, "You are making your own path, and I don't think you notice it sometimes, Skywar. But take this to remember home, if that's where things should call you after everything is said and done. Once you made up your mind on what next steps lead you."
Yeah, he takes it.
Okay. She smiles at your taking of the token, and she politely pauses momentarily before departing into the night again, leaving you to your camp alone. Jesus Christ! Just saw your Discord. All right. The next day comes. You all are awake. You all are have your plans. Leora and others that have planned to join you on your trip to Karif have all gathered here on the edge of the city. Lorna, you've made your farewells to the rest of your family, and you have also given your sister some ideas that you and Callie have discussed in high detail between last night and the early morning about things that you have envisioned for your wedding. Out of character, let me know if you have ideas that you want to see part of that, as well as you, Cronus. Let me know if there's any things that you guys like to see in that, such as when I generate artwork or anything like that for it. Or if you want me to just, go nuts silent, I can do that too. Anyways, is there anything else you guys would like to do before you teleport to Kreef? And where exactly in Kreef are you shooting for, Skyward?
He's going to go to the last location where his tribe was settled in.
Okay.
But Whether or not they're still there or not, that's up to you.
Sure.
Since they tend to move place to place.
It's been a few months since you've been there, right?
Uh,
I'm trying to think. This is all. I'm just gonna say this is all transpired.
I think it's
over
been
a
a few
course of,
years actually. I think he's been on this journey for like 5 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, before you even showed up in
Yeah, before he got captured.
captured even. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so it's
With
been
it
a
being
while.
that long, they will probably have moved, being more. But that doesn't mean that they're. They definitely move from location to location, but they do leave some stuff behind in a sense where they can return seasonally or things that make
I
sense
mean,
along their
we could
trails.
track.
Right.
A lot
exactly.
of times when people, members of the tribe, go on their pilgrimage, they have a way to track their people. So yeah.
Yeah. And returning with Leora, she would probably have a more relative knowledge of where your tribe was last known or seen. So perfect. Well then, if there's nothing else that you guys would like to do, then I guess let's find our closest tree and give it a hug.
Hugs are nice. It's a shame they don't hug back.
They probably
And
could.
you all feel that warm embrace of nature as you guys all of a sudden appear in the densely forested area of Karif at the bottom of the continent of Zanza. You hear the birds and the animals alive in the forest. The air is fresh, crisp, and it's just easy to just take a breath or breathful of it all and just be immediately kind of at ease. There's no noise of markets or cities or ships or other people. You are truly alone in the forest, it feels like here. You see that you're in kind of standing the old grounds of what was an active campsite here before. You see some log cabins that are built for longer term structure so that when tribes kind of patrol and follow game trails throughout the seasons of the year, they can reuse some of these camps. It seems that your camp or your tribe, Skywar, has since moved on from this place. But Leora has an idea of the region of where they probably have headed from here, based on the year. And with your knowledge of their hunting patterns and stuff, I think you guys are going to narrow your search shop options pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Anything you guys would like to do as you first arrive at Karif or immediately go hunting for your tribe? Anything special that you're looking out for, want to keep an eye out for?
I mean, definitely enemy presence, because we don't know how far it's spread down here. I think that's kind of Lorna's worry right now.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Okay. Go ahead and... Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Go ahead and make me a survival check, Skyward, if you're trying to scout with Leora. This go ahead with advantage. She's helping you as you guys try to make your ways through this forest and narrow down where your tribe might be.
33.
Damn.
You guys
That's a mediocre roll.
using your different skills and other things such as familiars and things that Leroy can use, and your natural survival instincts, you guys quickly can pick up the trail of where you think the tribe has moved based on the time of the year and what evidence you're seeing along your way, navigating through the forest. It's not long before you first get your first evidence of human presence here within this dense forest. the smell and the brief smell of fire and smoke kind of coming from a distance of a decent sized campfire. It's not moments large. That smoke is more noticeable to the entire group, and you guys follow the what little smoke trail that's coming out through the canopy of the jungle towards where you hope to find your camp. Along the way, you hear more animals calling and screeching. And at one point, you guys are going to notice that there is a large disturbance of different animals roaring and screeching at one another until they abruptly ends with a painful squeal from multiple creatures at once. It's a little bit off in the distance from to your side, but there's something hunting alongside you guys as you are making your way through this forest.
And I recognize what type of animal it is.
Go ahead, make me a nature check.
Oh, good. 21.
Yeah. You would recognize it as the roaring and the scream between the two as a bobcat and some other type of large lion type animal fighting or possibly bickering over spoils or what have you. But both of the squeals you heard in combination were both creatures of a painful blow. You're not quite certain what the third noise was or what stopped the other two. Do you guys explore or keep heading towards where you hope to find the others?
I will. Why not both? I'm going to use my expand one of my wild shapes, but I'm going to use it to conjure a familiar. And I'm going to have it fly in that direction. I want to look through its eyes.
Okay.
I want to see if it's anything we should be worried about.
Try to see
It's
if
a
I
bird.
have an image of this real quick. I can show this to you. Okay, perfect. I should be able to show this. Hopefully the image comes across correctly. So yes, you send the bird over or in that direction as you make your way towards the sites of the camp. As you're looking through the eyes of the bird, looking through the dense forest, but you make your way to a thick tree branch looking over the area where the noise had come from. Your kind of eye scatter, you quickly make sight of some smeared blood and the fur of two very large cat-like creatures, kind of mauled and thrown aside here. Whatever killed both these creatures did not kill them for food or sustenance, but rather the thrill of the hunt. Your bird can explore a little bit further as it's trying to survey the area, get closer details. And you will see, kind of out of the shadows of the forest, moving away, a large, kind of lengthy kind of creature here. It seems to have dark creatures and fungal like growths growing off of it. A little bit different from the ones you originally saw. But it even seems to have like dead animals starting to grow out of its form. Like the shapes of crows and other type of woodland creatures that seem to be taking a dark and twisted shape upon his figure. And I'll go ahead and show you a picture of one of these guys. You guys ran into these before.
Yeah, we should kill it with fire.
I thoroughly agree. Yeah. Yeah.
Currently does seem alone. It is not heading in your direction. As you guys are, what would you guys like to do?
I assume that's
How
not
big
natural.
is it? How big is it?
pull up the character sheet again. Let me see. It is a large creature.
Ooh, okay. I don't know if we're.
We've done
We
this.
ready for this?
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. We'll.
Yeah, fuck it.
Let's go ahead and repay it in kindly. In Mother Nature's name.
Exactly. You're just returning it to the earth. Where it belongs. More than 6 feet underground.
All right. Okay. So, you guys charge in after it then?
Yep.
All right. You do so, and it's not heading in your direction again. It's kind of heading into the darkness of the forest a little bit, more to the where it obviously does well. As you guys kind of chase in after on foot, your noise of kind of darting through the trees and the brush give a little bit of a alert to where you're coming, and it starts to twist and turn, looking in your direction. It's kind of drippy, ichor type maw just kind of opens up and roars out in your direction, and you'll start to see some of those woodland-like creatures, crows and stuff, start to animate upon its flesh and break free, as if these dark, twisted woodland creatures are surrounding it and obeying its command as they start to kind of fly around the sky where you guys all are gathered in this jungle, or I'm sorry, this forest area. What do you guys want to do?
I don't know about y'all, but I think we should take care of it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're doing that. Yeah?
Pick a fight.
Fucking pick a fight. I'm just gonna fucking rage. Let's get in there.
Oh, go ahead and roll me some initiative then.
Cronus is standing there looking confused. That Skyboard's the first one to act on violence.
Great. Do I have advantage on initiative? It's been too long.
We may need to drag our tokens in so we can.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't arrived there yet, so I'll just add you
Oh.
there.
Or that.
Oh wait, why are I taking you to the wrong map? Sorry. Alright, there we go. You're not quite to camp. Well, to be seen soon. Alright, let's see. Get rid of that all.
You are supposed to be looking at the one that has like the huts and like the stick monster looking thing, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Cool. Boop. Advantage. Initiative. Time for combat music.
Wow, Skyboard is the first one to act there.
Damn!
I don't know. Hang on. Salim didn't roll.
I'm not on the board yet.
Drag your token. You basically just drag your character sheet icon over.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I am first.
Oh, wow.
All right. Let's hit it real hard.
Wait, is Skybar or Cronus first?
Skybore.
Oh, it has Cronus twice. That's what's going on. Okay. I got Skybar twice. Look at that. Are you 16 or 21, Lorna?
16. That was
Well, you-
advantage.
22 or 6? There's an old turn order here.
What happened to my order?
You are up there already.
Nope.
I
You
don't
deleted it.
see that.
We all have different inertia. I see I see like 8 different people
You
on the
didn't
order.
clear it.
Yeah, let me do this here. Removal turns. Add turn. Add turn. Add turn. I don't think we had any ties, did we?
Nope.
Okay, so I'll make this quick then. Lorna, you were 16. Who am I forgetting? Oh, can someone roll for Callie?
Oh. I compare. I need your sheet. Boop doop. Roll 20 is struggling right now.
No problem. I'm trying to find that creature card again. Apparently I took it off.
Okay, initiative. We're going to give her long rest. Why are you being stupid? Thank you, Jeebus. Initiative 10.
Huh. Perfect. Well, there's one of them and many of you. Let's see if everyone gets a turn. Skybor, your first act, sir. What would you like to do?
I'm going to call lightning.
Okay. Go ahead and do that. And as you cast that spell, a bolt of lightning kind of goes streaking through the middle of the forest into this enemy, just striking him and electrocuting him through.
And I'm going to cast it at, what is my spell slots? Yeah, I'll upcast it to 4th level.
The noise kind of thunders through the trees and striking
Oh my
so
god,
close.
that's so fucking pathetic.
Oh.
Holy shit. Wow.
It's a small echo.
Oh my god.
Look at all those ones.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
You could have got more if you would have rubbed your feet on the carpet and knocked him with your finger.
Wow.
Oh.
But yeah, it needs to make a dex save.
Oh my god. What happens if he passes the dex check?
If it passes, it takes half.
Oh my god. Alright, let me roll a d20.
So 2 damage? He's gonna
He
fail,
rolled
right?
an 11. So, okay.
So he takes a whopping 5.
5 points of damage.
Oh
my
wait,
gosh.
hang on. I can add cosmic to that. Hang on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. I need everything I can get. Okay. So that's 12 cosmic damage.
Alright, and remind me, does your new bow give you multiple attack? I know it does some extra stuff, but I don't know if it gives you multi-attack or not.
I don't think my bow gives me an extra attack after I cast a spell. I don't think.
Oh, no. Not after you cast a spell. No, you're great. Okay. That is it. Anything else on your turn?
I'm going to. I'll get about 60 feet from it.
Okay, go for it. Lorna, what would you like to do? Is you see kind of Skywar strike it with a lightning attack just moments earlier.
A little sizzle there, yeah. She's gonna run up to it. Loving Skyboard. I feel like it's one creature. She's not going to rage. But she will reckless Great Weapon Master. Because why not? 14?
14 does not hit.
Shit.
Unless you strike through, it looks like,
I hit some leaves.
yep, you got it.
Yep.
Let me see real quick. Oh, that's it. Okay, go ahead. What else would you like to do?
That would be a natural 20.
Oh, shoot. Yep, that hits. For...
Math. 29, 13, 12, 54 points.
All right.
And it does have 12 points of fire.
Okay.
And that... Oh... I don't have to be raging for a Great Weapon Master. So...
Do you do cosmic damage?
I did not do cosmic damage. Well, shit. Alrighty. So that's what, 66 because I got a crit?
That's 29. What are we? I forget what we were. 54?
Yes. 9, 13, 12, 54, and then cosmic damage doubles, yeah?
Yep.
Another 20 points on that.
All right. Lorna, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Is it something I can see?
Oh, yes. It's all those woodland birds and decrepit creatures that were growing on his back are all swooping down and trying to attack you from various different points.
15.
15. You do pass, so you will only take half this damage of these creatures attacking you. Let me see. All right, you will take 15 points of necrotic and piercing damage.
Ooh, is that already halved?
That's already halved.
Alrighty. And then as bonus action, because she crit, she's gonna hit it again.
Go for it.
20.
For another 29 points of damage. It's looking really bad.
Okay, that's her turn.
Okay. Go ahead and make me one more dex save, please. You
22.
can see this. You pass once more. Let me roll the damage real quick. And you'll take 11 points of necrotic damage from the birds and woodland creatures that are attacking you from attacking this creature.
Okie dokie.
All right. Cronus, what would you like to do, sir?
It should be Callie.
Oh, did I miss? Oh, you're right. Callie, what does Callie do?
Oh, there she is. Okay. Because I don't want to use all of her spells, she's going to cast a cantrip right now. Because I can. Sacred Flame. Can I get a dexterity save, please?
Yes, you may. Let me get that for you.
I would like to point out that a cantrip outpowered a level 4 spell.
I'm sorry. I think
This is
that's...
bullshit.
Yeah. But
What's
hey.
the DC? 20? I failed. I rolled a 17.
Okay, so
he
18
takes-
right here.
How much? And that's radiant?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That is going to actually be more.
Look. You had that really, really bad roll. Everything else is going to be amazing now. Right? Right,
That
Skybor? You have to will it to happen.
right. Cronus, what do you do next, sir?
I would run up and flank with Lorna on it.
Okay.
And then, yeah. So, advantage. Nope, I am not raged. So, take 2 off of.
That's 23.
So it's
34.
6.
53.
Drop to
22.
15 because it's the bonus damage. Because I forgot to click everything back off from the last fight.
Well, that is enough to strike it down right there as it kind of turns into this boiling, rotten pus of nature and bio-organic material that this dark creature of darkness has became during its time here in Grief. You guys all at this point are kind of standing around this kind of necrotic waste pile at this moment. The forest becomes kind of still and quiet in your immediate area. The
Celine
smoke-
goes over to a tree and throws up.
You guys are for now alone in this clearing. What do you guys do?
Well, hopefully that's the only one we see.
I assume all the little woodland creatures disappeared.
Yes. Kind of dropping, kind of falling down as soon as the creature died, turning into little acid black ichor puddles around the forest floor.
Have I seen a creature like this during that time when me and Wolfram were venturing? And
Yes, but you all as a group have seen this creature before.
okay.
It's a little bit of a variant in the sense that it's never encountered one where it is like trying to partake with life and nature in the way that this one has. But these are the ones that have the ability that when they strike you is to kind of consume you and put you inside of them into like their dark shadow body prison. I forget who. I think maybe Anika that happened to one time.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't it happen when we were in that shadow realm right before we went to Olympia? And we had to
Maybe
get
that's because you
break
did
some big tower or something. Had to break it.
Oh, that was after you
Yeah.
guys closed that big rift, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys fought all sorts of these kind of guys. Just
And
like
we
us.
had those elf twins or something.
Yeah, just I guess a
That
quick recap of things you have encountered in the past. From not to say that this is all there are, but these are some of the ones you have encountered in the past. Oh, yeah, this one I think you met in the Rift Gate or whatever. So these are all sorts of creatures of darkness that you've encountered in the past to this point.
I remember the armor one and the one with the hood.
But it seems that their presence is felt, and as you guys are standing on the body, it's not moments long before you immediately witness a few silhouettes of people appearing in the tree branches as well as along the forest tree lines. You see a few, and Skyward, you know if you see a few, there are many that you don't see. As many scouts seem to be reacting to the random strike of lightning in the middle of the woods, only to uncover you all standing around this pile of darkness blob. Many of them softening their unease by and replacing it with wonder and curiosity as to how you all defeated the creature so quickly and just with just the six of you. Some of them start to approach you and immediately recognize you, Skybor, as you recognize the one face that I won't say friendly, I won't say enemy, more of a childhood rival that didn't really do great things for your confidence or reinstilling that your worth in the community. Sadly, I won't say he was a bully, but he didn't do you any favors either. Um, as he kind of recognizes you immediately and addresses you. You remember him as Rukan, um, a basically the same age as you, who had accomplished quite a bit in his younger years when you were still at home with the camp before you started your pilgrimage. He kind of looks at you and the rest of your group, and then seemingly like almost like biting his tongue, like he's got instant regret of kind of how he's treated you in the past, because he greets you and all your party members, and the rest of the Native Americans or natives kind of drop their weapons and lower them and descend from their positions of hiding and start to come around and encircle you all. They're all kind of greeting you all with shakes. Some of them don't really speak the same kind of common or English, or we'll say common that you guys all speak. They speak more of a tribal dialect. But there are some that are they're speaking pretty clearly for you guys to communicate with. And many of them are kind of gesturing at you, Skyward, your grand return. What do you guys do?
Camp, I guess. He looks at the others.
I mean, they're your tribe, yeah.
All right, let's go home.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You know we have your back. You need me to jump somebody? I'll jump somebody.
Let's not start a war.
It's not a war, it's just a minor fist fight.
You really don't know my custom. Just keep your hands to yourself.
Fine. Alrighty.
You guys kind of make your way towards home, where the tribe has kind of made their residence for now. You come to a series of tents, but more long-term shelters, like log cabins with complex roofing and stuff that keeps them dry for lots of the different weather conditions that can exist down here in Karif. As you guys enter the camp, you are going to see young children at play, running around. Although it seems like the camp's a lot more dense than you recall during your time here when you were a child, Skybor. Either scouting parties are not going out as often, or people are spending more time within the camps than usual. It's not long before, Skyward, you are noticed by some other faces. Many kind of surprise, are not like they're singing, shouting your name or anything like that, but many are looking at you with mixed kind of scrutiny. Skyward, you know that your people are more remote and isolated besides the other tribes that they kind of have community with. Outsiders in the outside world are not really a huge place within Karif, and your motley crew of friends is received well by others due to the accolades and stories that have reached here. But many other more old-fashioned citizens look at you, all your friends, as outsiders and are concerned. where do you want to head first once you take you in? Rukan's kind of leading to the center of the camp. All the time, the scouts and warriors are kind of making yips and hollers and other kind of more tribal calls.
Um. Okay, so we don't do currency here, so if there's like something you need to use, go
Mhm.
ahead use it. Just don't take it out of the camp because it sort of like belongs to the people. And
Oh, okay.
if you're hungry, get a bite to eat. All good, but don't just you know pull your own weight. Help out
Yeah.
whatever you can. I'm gonna
Okay.
I want to see my parents. He's gonna go look for his parents.
Okay. You doing this on your own, right?
Yeah.
Or okay. So you all Skyboy leaves you with this crash course of social etiquette within his tribe pretty fast and abruptly. Um Again, many of the people here do not like they speak a different dialect and are not speaking the same version of common you guys are all speaking. So it's making communications very difficult. Some of the younger, curious ones are going to come up to you, Callie and Lorna, and kind of play around with all your armor and gadgets and equipment that are upon you. The kids are really bewildered by the lady with molten metal skin. Nothing like that has ever been seen. You'll hear them make references to a certain name. Skyboard, you only know that name because it references some kind of like deity or spirit that your people have worshipped of the forest that has kind of described as radiant or metallic in shape and form. But you go on Skywar and look for your parents, and it's not long before you are going to find your father, who is more of an elder here in this tribe, as he's coming out of his hut to see what the commotion is about. Let me go ahead and move him to the map player. Right. And oh, sorry. So you see him coming outside of your hut. His face is stern. You see he's covered in scars. He's the same kind of emotionally restrained and unavailable father that you recall. Um, but this time he seems to be awaiting your approach rather than just dismissing your arrival. This is the closest thing you probably have seen him to appreciating your return or seeing you.
Father.
Skywar.
Um, I was told that there may need some help here.
Sorry, I don't care. You're saying that they might need some help, or that you could be of some help, or
That he's asking if he heard that they needed some help.
he nods and says, seeing that you kind of want to get more to business side of things. Indeed, the tribes have been kind of working together to keep back the creatures of darkness. The things that taint that corrupt these woods and jungles and taken over Sarana and those up north, from what the tribes have heard. The wild people have all retreated into some of our neighboring tribes, and some of them are moving up north into to the the jungle.
Yeah, we just killed one 3 hills back.
You and your friends, as you kind of peeks over at the they're not with you, but at the ones you arrived with.
Yes, they seem to excel in death.
He doesn't
Especially the
really
one with
respond to-
red hair.
Mhm. Sometimes to maintain the balance, we must do things as such. Very kind of cold and responsive, but he is conversating probably more than he's ever conversated with you, to be honest. Again, he's never really spoken to you probably as a someone really worthy to have a discussion with prior.
Yeah.
Not to be too harsh.
Yeah.
He will then say, the scouts have kind of there's rumors where these creatures of darkness are kind of spilling out from. But I've not been able to confirm or get real word or confirmation from those in the north. Determine what is the reason or how can we put this to a stop.
No one knows exactly where. Any specific mountain or anything?
He kind of exhales. We all know of the trench of rot, and you'll remember this. It's basically a very big crevasse or big canyon. I'm sorry, can't speak tonight. Big canyon between Omaza and Sarana in the northern countries, and it's always been just devoid of sunlight, and where the jungle is kind of dead and things decay and rot, and really they flourish there in that. And he starts to describe what the scouts are describing as a hemorrhaging of that decay outside of the canyon, now growing across the lands. He'll also say, while they still have their creatures that are invading their territories or crossing their borders, they have been fairly successful with working with the plains people and the mountain people to define some borders and really reduce the impact of these creatures crossing their lands. He'll then kind of, obviously mention too, clearly our borders are not perfect, but it seems like we have it a lot less worse than some of the other kin on this land.
These creatures, they are weakest in the light.
That would explain the increased attacks in the evening then.
I recommend keeping fires going throughout the night.
The women and children are in demand of it. Glad to hear that it's not just for comfort, but also it's for their protection. Takes the burden of harvesting so much wood and lumber to keep those fires going.
It's only temporary. We aim to get this cleared out before things get too badly damaged.
Well, I've heard words from the chieftain that he's received someone that you met recently already, speaking of some of the things and the plans of what's going on in the world right now. Seems like you come to do Zanza as a whole a favor, not just your own people.
Yes, this is a much bigger problem than just a tribe.
and yet you chose this path on your own. To protect others, not necessarily your tribe, but the greater good of the many.
I mean, isn't that what we all should do? To bring balance to the ecosystem?
He nods in agreement and says, that's how we all should live. But even some of our more traditional followers struggle with that from time to time, especially against true fear and true odds stacked against them. So is it true that you come here to band the tribes together for what potentially could be a solution to all these problems we are having?
We need all the help we can get.
The large tribes are busy right now maintaining the borders to the north and keeping the darkness from getting out of hand here in Karif. What little we can offer the refugees from Oza and Sarana, we offer. We're not kingdoms and capitals of thousands and thousands of people farming and producing food and homes for all these people. Our resources are limited. If you and your group truly want to enlist our help, then perhaps your visit will help us in a grander way by helping all of those of Zanza.
But we're here.
He just kind of studies you. It's like the first time he's really seeing you, almost. He has no words, man, and very few spoken words, but he's just kind of looking you over. Go ahead and give me an insight check, Skybor, and see if you can glean anything from how he's kind of, how this non-expressive father is kind of looking at you.
30.
He's kind of trying to look through your eyes, almost look past your weather, skin, and the scars or anything like that you've obtained along your journeys. He's peering through, also if he's trying to find the boy that originally he knew to leave. And he takes his time doing this. He clearly is comfortable in making you uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Skywar's like constantly like looking down at the ground.
Roth will eventually speak to him like, "Oh, you've become a man since you've been away. You need not look at the ground when you speak to your father or others while here in this tribe. Dragon riders, flying fortress destroyers, winged creatures, commander, the things you and your friends have done is hard to believe if it not for eyewitness accounts from so many.
I don't feel that different from the day I left.
That comes sometimes with age and perspective. Sometimes it's hard to see the forest through the trees.
I've always been supporting my friends. They're the ones that really get things done. I just make sure they stay up.
Is that not what we do here? You're not lead roles in this nature. We maintain the balance and the order that means sometimes there are need for pruning, burning, and growing. Make sure to say hello to your mother. She is dying to see you, and she's been a little bit worried, not to mention proud of her son and some of the crazy stories that she's heard over the past months making it way back here. These larger than life tales that you and Karuta have been conducting yourselves with have given your mother a few more gray hairs than normal.
I think these stories are exaggerated. He's going to go and walk off to go see his mom.
You make yourself to one of the larger huts here. This is where many of the herbalists and other wives take care of many of the other chores and necessities of making this tribe work. You see your mother inside, and let me go move her to the screen. She's sitting with a pouch full of herbs, and she seems to also be working and making some kind of I can't say it right, salves and other kind of remedies from some of the herbs and plant lives in this hut. She looks up from her work, and immediately you see the lines in her face have grown with time away. She was much younger than your father, but now from your years away, you are starting to see the lines get a little bit deeper, but she still looks at you with that kind of loving, motherly smile as she gets up from her work, and she says your name, your true name, not how your easy pronunciation, which I'm not going to try. Sorbumont. And she kind of calls you over. She wants to, hug you and basically revel at your presence being back here at home.
He hugs her.
She's putting her hands all over your face, tracing your features, kissing you on the cheeks and stuff. She's gushing over you for sure. Please tell me you have not done all those dangerous things that I keep hearing about while you've been away from home.
Okay.
She frowns. I was hoping a little bit more convincing involved, but nothing has changed too much since you've been away, apparently. She goes, "How is my boy doing?" She pauses as she says that. I'm sorry, I don't know if I could say that any longer. She does the same kind of appraisal and review assessment of you as your father recently has done.
I have been better.
What ails you?
I think I'm home too soon.
She kind of sighs with an understanding look at you. I'm so happy to have my son home. So happy to hear about the things you've done and the man you're becoming. But you're right. I feel like I know it's not your time either. At least that's what the willows and the trees have been saying to me. And I've been asking for when your return home can be granted.
He reaches into his bag and pulls out a jar full of dirt and a single sensu bean in it. Here.
She looks at it.
I think
The thing is
of all the
sprouting
people-
and starting to grow a little bit.
I believe that of all the people that I know, including myself, that could grow something special, I think you would be the one that can make this sprout biggest. It is a magical being. I have tried it myself, and it does miracles. And he hands her the jar.
She looks inside of it. She opens the lid and she inhales it. And she immediately starts picking out the properties of the soil and how it differs from the soil that's in your in your area. She can already tell that spells have been cast upon the soil, enchanting and enriching its nutrients and its magical properties. Seems like you've given it a healthy start.
I did it the best I can. I don't have a whole lot of to work with. I only have this much soil to use, and just it's very difficult to do it while being mobile. Figured that maybe you could, I don't know, make your own variation of it.
She smiles and nods and says, "We'll definitely, if it's as important as you described, we'll definitely immediately start seeing what we can do to cultivate and grow this potential."
Our people would benefit from this greatly.
She nods in agreement. Well, with your return, or I guess let me pause real quick out of character because I'm just want to figure out exactly what you guys are shooting to do. Are you guys looking to recruit them more proactively to the efforts in Madeir? Are you looking to
I'm
have
looking
them
to-
help you against the plight that's plaguing all of Zanza?
We can get the help to do the mission to help Sansa, but after that, maybe get as much as help from them as we can to fight on the war front, or they can act as like medics and trackers.
Okay. If you kind of talk to your mother, will ask you. We'll keep this in character just under where she asks you what else you're hoping to do while you're home, and you mentioned these kind of goals of what needs to happen for not only for the good of your people but for the world of Fantasia. And she's going to recommend that you do join your father, Korath, at the work or at the council of the elders. In Karif, there should be one taking over the next day or two. This is a good time for you to make your case and your claim for the tribe's involvement in the Great War in the north.
We closed all the rifts, so the darkness here is not growing. It's just what was left over after we closed the rifts.
Rifts are just one means of entering into the plane of existence, and you guys have thwarted a tremendous deal. You would need to learn more about about this canyon of rot and how it had a place in the world before and how it's kind of become out of balance with what's happening now.
And we just basically locked the front door. They're finding their way through the back door now.
Gotcha.
Any kind of other opening they find their way. So yeah, she'll kind of gush over you a little bit longer there, Skywar, and then she'll make this recommendation of going to join the council with your father when he meets with the other elders of the tribes, and she will also do her motherly duty to ask you what kind of other things you have been doing on your journey, such as, have you been talking to anyone? Are you romantically interested in any of your fellow party members? As she gestures over to the red-headed barbarian, or the Asimar, Kaylee, daughter of Aphrodite, kind of um, moving around the huts and the village as you guys are chatting in private.
Yeah, no, I don't have time for that.
Hmm.
Besides, the redhead one is already taken. See that big one right there? That is that's her mate.
Well, you'll find someone perfect with one day, just like I found your father. All right. At this point, is there anything else that you'd like to do, or do you want to rejoin your group?
He's gonna spend time with his mom, and I'll I'll just have him like just tell her about tales that he underwent. That's about it. But yeah.
She's taking it all in, calling to other women in the hut to go off and fetch things to eat and drink as you guys catch up, and she continues some of her works on some of the potuses and other things she's creating.
I want to
What about
know
the
the
rest?
shenanigans that the others are doing.
Yes, are you all doing in the camp as you guys are exploring the cabin? Getting odd looks and other things said in languages you don't understand but are clearly about you guys.
Well, I feel like Lorna's finding little pieces of food to eat, but then she's probably gonna like look around for like anybody who needs things carried. Like, is there like a little old grandma that's carrying something clearly way too heavy for her that she can help out with?
Definitely. There are especially some of the elder tribe members that are working around, among many of the different jobs they have here. Just go ahead and give me some athletics checks and stuff real quick, Lorna.
I picture like a group of guys. They're like laughing at Lorna trying to help, but then she like picks up things that they can't and she just walks off with it.
Yeah. A few
She
more?
does so. Just give me 3.
Sure. Oh. Oh. Oh no. I'd like to use a fate token. No.
Go ahead.
No,
You
no, no,
make
no.
clear work of many of the chores. Again, you're right, Sky, where many are kind of like mocking a woman trying to take over some of the chores, such as chopping lumber, or tanning, or moving materials just around the camp itself. You do so with precision and excellence and speed, as shuts up most of the words being spoken in your direction that you don't understand. You get a sense of confidence amongst your chores until eventually you drop a pile of some of the major lumber materials you're moving, kind of re-energizing some of the laughter, but not near the uproar it was when you first started trying to participate in the chores.
It's like, yeah. Yeah. It's just one of those days.
Anything else you guys are you other guys are trying to do?
Actually, I would like to point out that my one ability allows me to understand all spoken languages.
Yes.
It's a lot of derogatory outsider terminology and words of just suggesting foolishness or idiot or just generic insults. All right.
William's trying to recover from his hangover.
Oh. Wait. Actually. I forgot
Remember, I was out all night before we left.
Oh yeah, that's true. How's
And
that
didn't
tattoo?
it didn't
holding
give
up?
me, yeah, my arm's sore too.
Mhm.
Tends to burn a little bit.
I feel
When
like
we left, I didn't have enough time to recover because we came through that damn tree. So we were here immediately.
yeah. Callus' passive perception is probably able to pick up on the tattoo and the redness of it.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask her for some lotion.
Skybore's mom.
Yeah. I don't know if I have an ointment, but you could probably talk to somebody around here for some sort of ailment. Healing ailment thing.
Did you practice that accent?
Nope.
You nailed it.
Sick.
It's like she never left.
I mean, I can cure a disease or just, something like that if you're poisoned, but maybe you should deal with your own thing and your own consequences.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Go find some shade somewhere and put a cloth over my eyes.
No stealing anything.
No cutting off heads.
Wrong character.
Oh. No getting into orgies.
Fair. I feel like she would prepare tongues so she can talk to people.
Oh, that would be smart.
Yeah. I feel like, knowing that, we're going to this area, she probably would do that. I'm just gonna take off a random spell of hers.
And you all kind of get involved in different aspects of the community. The distrust softening over the day as you guys kind of partake and help with chores or just socialize as best as possible with some of the tribes. Again, you're never going to get rid of that complete distrust of foreigners, but you are finding yourselves more welcomed at seats by the fires or tables where people are socializing in between their different efforts of the day. You guys, enjoy your time catching up with parents and friends and family of Skybor. You are introduced to his parents eventually through communal either experience at the fire at the end of the night or what have you. But it does bring us to the next day after all another full day of chores and helping out, where the elders finally do meet up, and you guys are found at a type of tribal council here. You'll notice that there are faces from other tribes here, not just those from the forest tribes that you represent, Skybor. And you'll see Leora there with her and her father that you met during your time at the Gilded Army Camp of Refugees when you were in Agrabah. The father acknowledges your presence as well as some of the other elders that you have seen in the past. Many of these dismissed you in your youth, but are now giving you proper acknowledgement in this grand hut as you guys start discussing Zanza as well as Fantasia at large. They exchange many of the things you've already discussed amongst each other, talk about news and what's going on in the north. And really recapping a lot of the things that you guys were just discussing with your parents and others over the past few days. The floor kind of gets open to you, Skybor, and your group as they look to you as to make your statements or your cases as to how they should be getting involved or why they should get involved when they've been left to their own devices for most of this time.
Well, I understand that you may feel like it's not your problem to help people from other lands. However, this world and everything in it is a delicate ecosystem. When one species die, it affects all the other species. Despite how you may feel about other lands, they are still part of our circle. They are our neighbors. And even though they may not have rushed over to help us, we can be the bigger person and take it upon ourselves to help them. They may not be grateful. I don't know how they would react. But it's not about respect or owing favors. It's about doing what is needed. I have done many things that I didn't want to do, but I did it because I had to. And I hope that you all can also put aside your pride and do the same.
Go ahead and make a charisma persuasion check there, Skyward, with advantage.
It's a flat 0. Yep.
Oh no.
You know what? I'm going to use a fate token.
Fuck it. Do it.
We kind of need this.
Yeah.
Oh, good. 9/11. That's great. Yeah.
Hold on. Does Callie have anything that she can do?
I'm dying over here, guys.
I know.
Can someone hook a
Skyward
brother up with some
bullets.
guidance?
Right. Actually, he has guidance. Roll a d4. Add some guidance on there.
Okay.
If you roll a D1, Skyward, it's just not in the stars.
Hey!
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
See,
it's
not-
okay. It's
it
a
makes
not
it an-
15. It's a okay.
It's a natural
Not-
20. It's right? Right?
Right.
Right?
Not the most elegant speaker of the group. You try to string your concepts and thoughts together, Skyward, and while you feel clumsy at times, you do manage to get your what you're trying to accomplish out. And it does seem to resonate with some of the members of the council and others. Agreed. Us staying isolated does not prevent what has already spilled over in our door. These are things that are happening across the world. And us staying out of things does not prevent this from happening. He then goes on to, but our resources are not that of many of the other countries. And we are already at odds trying to protect our borders and take in those refugees. While our continent is still under attack with whatever is continuing to spill these creatures out across these lands, it will definitely diminish any ability to support you as you guys are outside of this outside of our countries. Can we trust you and your group to help us investigate what's happening in the Canyon of Rot on the edge of the northern countries to figure out what is happening and why it has grown beyond its original control?
Not only will we investigate it, we're going to put a stop to it.
We can guarantee you that.
We will forge you everything we can to see that through. And once things have put to rest, we will do everything that we can to offer. We're not going to be able to send armies like some of your other nations and allies, I'm sure. But healers, people that know the land that can use nature to our advantage and things like that, can definitely shine and add support in those ways.
That's all we ask.
Rakan, he called to the familiar face you saw. That was kind of a childhood rival in your younger years. You and anyone else, the Skyboar, that needs, and along with Karuda and his friends, help them make sure that he has them for the trek or the to the Rotten Canyon. They prepare provisions. It'll take a long time to reach. He doesn't know about your flying ship yet. And the council will kind of come in agreement that they will participate in lend aid, but they're what aid they can provide right now until the issue with Zanza is resolved. It'll be as limited as will be as very limited. So you guys don't have to pursue this if you don't want to. But that is kind of what they're asking for help if they want them to jump into this great war here in a few weeks from now.
I mean, we got time.
We got a
also-
week.
Yeah. We
You
can.
guys got 3 weeks still,
Yeah.
or 2.5 weeks before your wedding, so you guys
Yeah.
got plenty of time.
Plenty of time. And we have a flying ship, so it's not going to take as long as they think. I mean, I'm down to help Skyboar. Callie absolutely also agrees.
All right. I think that is a good stopping point for tonight, and then we'll regroup as you guys make preparations and head towards the Canyon of Rot. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before we break for the night?
No.
I think I'm good.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed a brief visit here in Karif.
Yeah.
It's nice to see your parents, Skyboar. But yeah, all right, guys. Well, I hope you had fun tonight. I will see you guys next week, and we will go on to the next big adventure.